Just checked in, got my ticket, boarding ticket, and ta-da! Ship is waiting for me. And that's how you board a ship. We made it onto the ferry finally. Boarding all the way right down there. And I'm finally found the observation deck. Oh, it's like a massive ass hotel inside. 25 hours on this ship. First view of Greece. We're just arriving Port Igoumenitsa. 25 hours later. So we're finally here in Greece, Patras. The ferry cost me 230 with the car and Zoe. Out we go. Driving past Kalogera Lagoon, heading to Gianniskari Beach to meet Corina. She's waiting for me there.
No way! Oh, that's a beautiful video! Look at that!
That's how the lungi looks when you have two dogs. Eee, yum yum, reshti, peppers, capsicum, and fried egg. I can't believe you have one of those things.
And put me in danger.
So, we're gonna go to
the red
sleep, and then there's this really weird guy that came. Yeah, just overall weird guy that came, so we had to change place, and now I have no clue where we are. We are in some kind of swamp. It smells like chamomile. You can see chamomile on the floor everywhere. We'll see tomorrow morning. Wow, wake up to this. Sleeping under these trees. Bravo! Bravo, Karina! Bravo! So we're gonna go to the beach, but I don't know how bad this is, but it's not looking good. Okay, after 3 hours, finally out. That's how the road looks. These nice guys helped us. They didn't even want anything in return. Fuck's sake. Just fucking around on the beach. We got here in the afternoon, had something to eat. Yeah, we're just spending time here on the beach, deserted beach. We met this one guy. He's gonna take us, he's invited us for a beer and dinner. Today's just the day to get stuck. This is the guy that offered us food. 3 hours later, after pulling him out, we were in a restaurant.
Yes.
Patato.
Patates, patato. Okay.
Sì.
Italiano? Buon appetito.
Yes.
In Greece? No?
No, the same. Buon appetito.
Buon appetito is enjoy.
Before eat? Sa Yamash?
Yeah.
To drink. To eat? No?
You don't say yamash and you eat? No. What do you say?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, the same.
What a character. Won't be forgetting him anytime soon. We just parked in some gorge here by the side of the road. And today is the 31st May. After dinner last night, we drove about an hour and a half to Neda Waterfalls. N-E-D-A. Hello! Wow, wow, wow! From Neda Waterfall, we drove to the coast further down south. Driving through some small ass village with a stone road. We're gonna check out a dive shop in some coastal town. You know, the Greek and their long names. Set camp further south on recommendation of the dive instructor. Wow. Woo! Today on menu we have gnocchi with a butter sage sauce and a tuna feta salad. This is the bay, the sleeping place for the night. We went snorkeling earlier and tomorrow we're going diving. First thing in the morning, swim with the fish. Now I'm gonna have breakfast. Then I don't know what's the plan for the day. Heading in there. I spent the morning in a cafe doing some video editing. Then we had lunch by the bay before heading here.
So, these are the face kits, are super easy.
Heading out for the first time.
Is it a video or
It's a
what?
video. It's always a video.
We made it! Actually funny not to know where we are.
For the evening, we came to this cute little coastal town called Pilos with a P for Portugal. I've never seen a wine glass like this. Getting up a row. Setting sun, going for dinner. Today is the 2nd. Ta-da, that's where we slept. I'm gonna check out this area today. It's a natural habitat for loggerhead turtles to lay their eggs. Time for a hike. A very difficult hike. Yeah, 5 minutes later, we're on the hill. And that's the tomb. At least the views up there were breathtaking. We decided to climb up the other side of the bay to this massive cave in the mountain. And so clear water. So we're still on this beautiful beach. It's evening time, around, I don't know, 7:30. This is our campsite. What do we have for the meal? Today we're doing a mushroom spinach cream sauce with pasta on the stove, on the fire. Perfect way to end the day at paradise. A run on the beach, some meditation, followed by breakfast before heading off. After a relaxed morning, we are taking an afternoon walk through the city of Kalamata. It was a while since we were in a relatively big city. A real pita. Starting the hike, we're in a small village, Oxochori, Oexochori, Kardamili
Exactly.
region, whatever. Yeah, we're starting a 9-kilometer hike, loop. Woo, massive edge gorge. So I think we're gonna be walking, crossing the gorge, taking a whole round. Dogs are having a tough time. Wow. What are you doing? Past some beautiful mountain villages on the way.
Oh my gosh, what are you laughing at?
Nice man. Church we were at. The hike was absolutely amazing. We perfectly timed it for sunset. Just the scenery, the ups and downs, the villages, just beautiful. That's it. 5 minutes, we're back at the parking. It's gonna get dark in a bit. We are spending the day here. I'm just doing some work in the restaurant, cafe. Karina is there, sun waving. And we're gonna go snorkeling. That is Stupa, Stoupa. A very, very relaxed day. Did absolutely nothing. Snorkeling in crystal clear blue water. After chilling the whole day here by the restaurant bay, etc. We're having wraps with vegetables.
Yummy.
Yeah, cooking in the parking lot here. And then we're gonna check out the town. Evening walk, Stupa. After a very relaxed morning, breakfast by the beach, a quick dip, we headed over to the east coast. We've come to this beach behind me with the sunken ship. We're gonna have lunch, go swimming and see what the plan is. Karina wanted to go horse riding, and so just before coming to the shipwreck, we found this place called Ramona on Google Maps just outside Gitio. We showed up only to find out the owners were Swiss and moved here 35 years ago. They didn't have the horses anymore, but they invited us in for a drink. So we spent a good hour there talking to them. Let the goats cross the road. We drove an hour and a half north to Sparta. This is Sparta. We're just having something quick to eat in this whatever little bit green area outside this very non-touristy town. It just had archaeologist sites and parks, and
Nothing else.
this is just the resta. We're gonna have something small now and then head into town, have a beer or something. So far, our 1 week journey together looked something like this. So today morning we departed ways. Karina has gone her own way. Kind of sad, but I'm happy for her. So it's time to reorganize the car. I was rather sad and a bit lost because we were always taking decisions together with nothing else better to do. Drove south to Kiveri Beach. Just gonna chill in a cafe here, charge my things, and then let's see. A little bit rain after a very long time. Quite nice to have a cool day. After a couple of hours, drove more north through some beautiful landscape towards the town of Corinth. Olive trees, farm. Went to Decathlon, got myself a new pair of swimming shorts, ate in the parking lot, and I'm taking an evening walk through Corinth. Not much in this town. That's the spot for tonight. Corinth in the distance. And I think I'm gonna hike up there tomorrow morning. Woke up, had breakfast. I'm outside. Unfortunately, Zoe cannot come. This is the largest acropolis in Greece. The site is spread across the top of a rather massive hill with amazing views into the Corinthian and Saronic Gulf. Drove down the hill and then walked through the town of Corinthos. A few ruins, some museums, shops and restaurants. Just had to wait 20 minutes for the bridge here. because some ships passed. Spending the afternoon at Lutraki beach. That's Corinth in the distance. This is like the beach where all the wealthy Greek people go, because I don't see a lot of tourists. $3.50 for a scoop of ice cream, but I'm chilling in the cafe, so doing some work. Oh, we came down this dangerous road, really adventurous. We can't make it down, so we have to turn back. Or not. This was the section I stopped and headed back a bit, parked it in a safe spot, and now I'm walking down. I'm not gonna let this road stop me. For some reason this beach is calling me. It's called Mi Lo Kopi, M-Y, and then Lo Kopi with a K. Let's see, 1.5 kilometer walk down. No one on the beach. Why am I wearing swimming shorts then? Conquering the beach and the sea. Some more shenanigans because it just felt fucking great being naked. Okay, I woke up and I drove 15 minutes further up north and along the coast, Bay of Corinth. I've come to the Cave of Seals, it's called on Google Maps. And I'm walking there, hope I find it. Time for a swim. Set camp here next to the cave. I think I'll just stay here for the day. You know, set up the hammock. Yeah, the car's there in the shade. Nothing to do. I'll do a little reading, a little meditation. Yep. Today is, I don't even know what the date is. Yeah. Breakfast. Please, my friend, some privacy. It was better off taking the main road. Took some other road, some other path. Missed the beach by quite a bit. Spent a good 2 hours on this beach. Mikrastrava Beach, a 15-minute walk from camp. Because I refuse to buy bottled water, I have to pump. After an early dinner, sunset. Little did I know that evening that I would only leave this place 3 days later. I walked over the hill into Strava Bay. Sitting in a closed restaurant here. It's called Strava Bay. I just needed the electricity, so I hope no one comes or someone friendly comes. Although I'm just sitting here, made myself comfortable. Put the cover because the sun sets from that side. Trying to stay cool. The menu is these pastas filled with cheese, like things, tortellini, and I'm gonna cook it in Buchstabensuppe, which I have, I think, since I started this journey 10 months ago, 11 months. Yep, that's dinner. Today's the 10th. In the morning I went to the next biggest town to get some supplies, some water, washed my hair by the side of the road and shaved. There's a small water fountain. Now I'm back at this closed restaurant to charge my batteries, and then I'm gonna head back to that spot. I'm decided to stay another night. Yesterday I met two guys. They gave me a little bit something to smoke. Yeah, I'll stay there for tonight and then tomorrow I leave. Just got back from the beach about an hour ago. I took another bit more than half LS paper. Yeah. And I'm gonna camp here for the night, maybe make a fire. I collected some firewood before. Make a fire there in the middle, look under the stars. Let's see what the evening holds. In my defense, it was a bit windy, but there was no way I could manage to make a fire. I can barely find words. What happened there that evening is beyond words anyway. Tomorrow I'm definitely leaving this place. I have no words for what happened yesterday and today, except that I'm gonna jump now for the second time from up here. And for the third time, because after 2 times I was still afraid. If you don't die before you die, you are not ready to die when you die. Number 3 for today. Thought I would sleep there tonight, but I messaged Karina and I want to see her before she leaves. So I'm driving on this fucking bumpy road for the past 3-4 kilometers, heading to Igoumenitsia, whatever, the port above, because she changed her date and her port. So she's leaving tomorrow 11:30. I have with tolls 400 kilometers to do, 5 hours. Karilaos Trikur Pis Bridge. Crossing the big bridge by Patras. Just a small stop from all the driving. Last night slept by the road somewhere. Today more driving, just in some small park in Arta, heading north to Pertica. Gonna meet Corina, give us some things and say goodbye, and then I don't know, give us some things to like take for mama. Coming for lunch, meeting Corina for lunch in this very, what seems to be busy touristy town called Parga, P-A-R-G-A. Wow, spoiling ourselves. Her last meal, my first meal after being in the forest.
What's your first meal you ate?
Corina left and I spent the afternoon walking around this busy but cute little town. Visiting the castle up. I got a bit thirsty. Not exactly the nicest beach. We are leaving the touristy town and heading 30 minutes by car, 24 kilometers, 25 kilometers down south to a quiet beach on Karina's recommendation. There in the distance is the car. I think I'm gonna stay here for definitely tomorrow, maybe day after. Beautiful. I spent the next 2 days at this beautiful place. Mornings I'd take a run or go for a swim, followed by some meditation. Then I'd make my breakfast. Very slowly and very calmly I would head to the cafe. I would do some reading or some video editing. Go back for lunch. Sometimes I would just stay in the car and watch some Netflix. Then I'd do some juggling, go for another swim, some snorkeling whenever I felt like it, and then in the evening it was dinner again. It's Saturday, I don't know what the date is. It's Saturday. I've come to Acheron Springs, gonna check this out. And then I don't know what the rest of the day is. Ice cold water. To be honest, I've never seen a spring like this where the water literally comes from the ground. Ice cold. That's about it. Beautiful. Advantages of coming in the morning completely alone. Ooh, I need to warm up before I get in. Why am I running? Because if I were to walk this canyon up, my legs would be frozen. It's so cold. Well, it keeps going on, but I left my bag there and it's really cold, so I'm gonna head back. And then it just takes you down. Woohoo! Oopa! It's shallow in some parts. Well, I have to head down south, so I've come to the town of Preveza to kill some time. And evening walk, early evening walk. Temptations everywhere. Glass of wine for apero and then a gyros for dinner before I headed on. Okay, I'm heading to Actio, AKTIO, and I'm going first time in an immersed tunnel. It's going under the water for a small stretch and then I get up near the island. Morning walk through Lefkada. All restaurants and the port. Old wooden bridge. Central Square, Lefkada. After a very long coffee to kill some time. After Kalamata, we've come to Nidri, NYDRI waterfalls. Well, I don't think there's any water because the river is dry. We'll see. And there's no water. Bad. Gonna be a dry season. Swimming with the frogs. Quick lunch in the parking spot. Yikes. Whole coast is taken over by pensions house. All inclusive, I'm guessing. Found ourselves a quiet spot and waited for it to get cooler. Taking a walk down Main Street, Nidri. Gonna have some dinner somewhere. I parked the car in a parking spot, 10 euros for 24 hours. I took a shower. Here's the toilet there. But it's just shop after shop of restaurant shops, supermarkets, jewelry, fishing, tourist stuff, bakeries, fuck, you name it. Tourist things. The cheapest thing you find around. And this is the street in front of the water. So the main street is one street back. Massive ass square. This is where all the boats leave for their tours. There are a lot of tours. It is 10 to 9 in the morning, Monday morning. I am starting a 11-kilometer hike. Let's go! Central Lefkada. Wow, all the small islands. And that is Nidri port. A nice hike really. A lot of these guys hanging between the trees. And a few snakes between the rocks. Entering village Neochori. Neochori. So I saw on the map this place called Food Path Yoga Villa, and I made the connections. This is how small Lefkada is. I just entered the place that I'm gonna be volunteering at. Just walked in. Let's see, I'm gonna go there later. And yeah, then the travels for Greece is over for the time being. I mean, in these 20 days I did a lot. Really experienced so much. Now I'm gonna be settled here up in the mountains in Neochori. My time solo was quite remarkable, and based on my overall trip, I would say I covered quite a bit of Greece. Just driving up to the new place. View like that. Windy roads. You never really know what's happening here, and it's hard to describe what the place is at the moment, so I'll jump right in. My first task here, finishing the deck here. Progress is slow but constant. After trimming the sides and doing some final touches, we still weren't done. And then the painstaking task of sanding the whole deck before putting a layer of oil. Well, 2 layers maybe. Today we are setting the bar up with the French wood master and manager Jonathan. We were on a deadline as coming Friday we were hosting a cooking class. 13 British women were demonstrating some authentic Greek dishes.
Yes. With the guests.
When in Greece you have to make tzatziki.
Yeah.
Put it in the salad. You will remember me. This is amazing. Take this, please, and be the kid responsible. Like a 2 handfuls, you know.
Zoe! Zoe, do you want a sour?
Red pepper.
Do you want a sour?
Saturday the 22nd, my first weekend here. I'm heading to Kamari Beach, a small beach here on the coast, not far away. You know, it's fucked up roads when the journey is 45 minutes for 14 kilometers. Oh, this is the beach. More people than expected. About 10 campers, people sleeping. But check that out, right in front of the water. Sunrise followed by a relaxed Sunday morning. And a relaxed afternoon and evening. A lot of cooking, a lot of catering this week. But first... So Adonis, the host, has birthday today. Oh, we're gonna eat good today. And what's happening in the kitchen? And dessert is also being prepared.
Electras is making the most beautiful desserts in the family. And
Stavros is cleaning.
Stavros cleaning the masa.
Good stuff, Rose.
It was a hectic week in the kitchen. A lot of preparing, cooking, and of course cleaning up. Food at the back. And we are heading to the villa. Yamas. Wow, this is quite a house, eh? This is the kind of villa they cook for. Look at that. Anyway, we do food, full power food. Beautiful. And on to the next villa.
For the full day.
And with that, I'm gonna end the month. See you guys in July. Funniest thing happened. We were having lunch. These 2 police officers pull up, and basically you cannot camp. You cannot put anything outside the car. It's a €300 fine, and it goes to court. And then they used me as a translator to tell all the other campers that were there. That was quite a funny, but they're super polite and super nice guys. This was the old school over here. This is my meditation spot every morning, the stone here. And we just come for the evening. Yeah, no idea what it is. It was just a local Greek night, some live music. The kids started off dancing, and then after that it was free for all. To a new beach today, Pasha Beach. Last minute improv dinner after an evening at the beach.